Hey you guys, welcome back and welcome if you are new. My name is Sam and welcome to my kitchen. Today we're going to be cooking up Easter dinner on a budget. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to get started with our eggs first because what holiday dinner is not complete without deviled eggs? So we're going to start on those first. Here I've just got a pot of boiling water, and I'm just going to gently lower in my room temperature eggs into the water, and I'm going to let that cook for 7 minutes. I'm going to turn the heat off and let that rest for 7 minutes, and then I'm going to put those in some ice water and just let them sit to the side until we're ready to use them again. In the meantime, we're going to go ahead and start on our chicken. Now this is a very budget friendly way of making a huge meal for your family on a budget. So today we're going to be making my lemon chicken. All of these recipes will be linked in the description box down below for you guys. So I've got some chicken here. You can do any kind of cut that you like. I'm doing chicken thighs, bone in, skin on, and I'm just going to season these up with some salt, pepper, lemon zest, and a little bit of thyme. You can do fresh or dried, whatever you have on hand, and you're going to season both sides of that chicken. Now we're going to go ahead and heat up our skillet. I'm using a cast iron, use what you got, and I'm going to do just 2 to 3 tablespoons of olive oil and about 2 to 3 tablespoons of butter, and I'm going to let that melt, and we're going to put that chicken in there, and we're going to let that sear on both sides for about 3 to 4 minutes per side. While that's going, we're going to chop up some carrots into little sticks because we're going to roast these. You can peel these if you want. I just wash them off because we enjoy the peels. There's a lot of vitamins and everything in there, so we just chop those up, throw those on a sheet. We're going to come back and we're going to flip this chicken over, and we're going to add some lemon juice. I'm using the juice of 1 whole lemon, and then I'm just going to add in 1 cup of chicken broth. If you don't want to do chicken broth, you can do vegetable broth, up to you. And then we're going to put this in the oven for about 35 to 40 minutes. While that is baking in the oven, we're going to finish up these carrots. We're going to make a delicious Dijon sauce to go on this. I'm going to add some olive oil, Dijon mustard, a little bit of honey, salt, and pepper, and we're going to mix this up. Oh, and I'm going to add in some thyme as well. And we're going to mix this up until it's nice and combined, and then we're just going to pour this entire thing over the carrots, and we're going to mix this around and make sure all of those carrots are nice and coated in that sauce. This makes it so flavorful, and the honey kind of caramelizes on the carrots. It makes them absolutely delicious. But you don't have to do just carrots. You can add some more vegetables on there if you want. We're going to put that in the oven. We're going to let this cook for 15 minutes. Toss it. Let it cook for another 15 to 20 minutes. While that's baking, we're going to make some mashed potatoes because we love mashed potatoes on holidays and every other day for that matter. It's just so easy and quick to put together for an easy side dish. So I'm just going to cube up some potatoes. You can peel them, you can leave the skins on, whatever you want to do. We like the skins, so we leave them on. And then we're just going to put those in some water, turn the heat on. We're going to salt those potatoes. This helps later on to not add as much salt. And we're just going to let those come up to a boil and let those cook for about 12 to 15 minutes until they are nice and tender, and then we're just going to drain them. In the meantime, we're going to peel our eggs. My little trick with peeling eggs is you want to break the seal of the egg, which is the most round part of the egg. So once you crack that open, the peels should come off. You don't have to add any kind of anything to your water as long as you break the seals of the eggs. So we're just going to peel all of those, and I'm going to put them in my little egg dish. This was my grandmother's egg dish. I love this thing. Once you get them all peeled, you're just going to remove the yolk from the egg, and you're going to place that in a bowl while you finish up the rest of the eggs. I like to smash the yolks with a whisk. I just find it gives it the best texture, but you can use a fork if that's what you got. And then you're just going to smash those down and add a little bit of mayo. I make my own mayo, but you can use Duke's as a favorite of ours. Whatever kind that you like, add that in there. I added about 2 to 3 tablespoons. We're going to add about a teaspoon of mustard. If you like it a little bit more mustardy, you can add more. And then you're going to season that up with a little bit of sugar, which is totally optional, and some salt and pepper. And you're going to whisk this together until it is smooth. It shouldn't take too long. Since you got it smashed down with the whisk earlier, it shouldn't take too long. And then you can just spoon this into your eggs, or if you're serving this to other people, you can put it in a piping bag and pipe this into your eggs. But since this is just a meal that I made for my family at home, I'm just going to use a spoon. And this fire roasted chili crisp is so good, so I'm going to add a little bit of that to just a few of these eggs. I like a little spicy kick to my eggs, but you can like decorate these however you want. My mother likes to put pimentos on the top of hers. You can do pickles, chop up some pickles, and then I'm going to finish this off with a little bit of paprika because that's just the classic vintage thing to do. To me, I think they look pretty. So we're just going to cover these with some plastic wrap and pop those in the fridge. Make sure to cover those up or your fridge will just smell like a big giant boiled egg. So make sure you cover them with plastic or put them in a container with a lid. And you're just going to chill those. In the meantime, I have drained my potatoes, and I like to smash the potatoes before I add anything else, just to get it a little bit more easier to combine all of the ingredients together. And then I'm just going to add some butter and some milk. You can do as much butter and as much milk as you want. I like mine a little bit on the thick, creamy side, so just add a little bit of that, add some salt and pepper, and then give that a stir. Make sure everything is nice and combined. Give that a taste because you want it to taste good. If you need more salt and pepper, definitely add some more. And I'm just going to set that to the side. Now we're going to go back to the chicken because this is done, and I'm going to remove that chicken from the pan and put that on a plate. You don't have to do this step. It doesn't require it in the recipe. I like to make the sauce a little bit thick sometimes, especially if I'm having like mashed potatoes to go with it. So I'm just adding a little bit of a cornstarch slurry to my sauce and just whisking that up until I get the consistency that I like. And then I'm just going to kind of pour over some of that sauce onto the chicken. Absolutely delicious. Now it is time to make our plate. Now I'm just going to add that delicious chicken. It's so flavorful, so juicy. Add that to my plate along with the mashed potatoes and some roasted carrots. And of course, we cannot forget the deviled eggs, which just brings this all together because, like I said before, it is just not a holiday dinner without some deviled eggs. And then I'm just going to spoon over some of that lemon sauce gravy, and that is going to complete this meal. I hope you guys enjoyed this week's video. If you did, give me a thumbs up. leave me a comment in the comment section down below, and I will see you guys in the next one.